My name is Grylls. I'm in the French Alps. 120 million people visit these mountains every year. I'm going to show the skills needed to survive. I'm heading back to the tree line so I can show the best spot to build a shelter and get a fire going. This is all Old Man's Beard, a climbing plant which attaches itself to trees.
And this makes great tinder for a fire, and I want to be collecting some of this. And what it does, it's so dry and brittle, it catches a spark really easily. So I'll take some of that, keep that for later, dry it off in my pocket. And yeah, look, here you go. This stuff is called, it's called Stagnant. Spagna moss is what this is. And it's like, it can act as an antiseptic. If you get a cut, you wipe the wound with it and it will clean it.
Now you'd want to find the right place to build your shelter.
What makes a real difference when you're making shelters in these valleys is to try and pick these south-facing slopes. And because they see more of the sun, it means the trees and the rocks retain more of their warmth. Okay, look, I can easily make a shelter tucked under this little spruce tree here, really with a minimum of effort. And all I gotta do is take this rucksack, parachute off at last. All I've gotta do is clear a bit of a platform, clear this snow away, break off some of these branches and insulate the bottom with a load of pine and put some more spruce branches above again to insulate me from above, and this will make a perfectly good shelter.
It's easy to cut and thread the supple pine branches to make a shelter to protect you from the worst of the weather. And now it's time to make a fire. But don't leave it too late. Out here you should allow plenty of time to do this.
The most important thing about making a fire, especially when you're cold and you're tired at the end of the day, is preparation. It's no good spending a lot of effort to get a little bit of tinder going and then realising you've got no kindling to fuel that fire. So what I've got here is a really good base for it, of quite damp wood that's going to support it, also let some air get to it. I've got a bank of snow around here that's going to act as a reflector and reflect the heat back to me. I've got my tinder, some kindling and some bigger wood. And the first thing I need to do is try and get some of this tinder going. And the way I'm going to do that, I've got what's called just a striker and a flint, and I always carry this with me. Obviously not when I'm at home, because that'd just be weird. But whenever I'm outside, this is the one thing I always just have it hanging around my neck, and it means whatever the situation, I should be able to get a fire going. Also, the theory goes, and this is a critical time. They always say if you invest the effort early on in a fire, that's the time that really matters.
Now to make some drinking water.
But what I can do now is a little trick, what they call Finnish marshmallows. And if I just get a bit of wood like this, and then just grab a bit of snow, jam that onto the end of a bit of stick, stick it into this, whoops. Get on that, stay on your brute, and put this underneath it, and the heat of the fire will slowly melt that. It will drip into the cup, and while I'm relaxing, I should have a glass of water in the not too distant future.
I can now boil some water for a cup of spruce tea. It tastes good and will give you valuable vitamin C, up to 8 times more than orange juice.